What is up, fellow nerds, and welcome back to the Dapper Snapper Gaming channel, and welcome back to MemeGC Monday, where we are going to jump on the live ranked ladder and try out some awesome teams. And today we have a Ho-Oh team. I have not gotten to try out Ho-Oh just yet in the new format, and so I wanted to give it a try. This is a team by James Beck. If you have not checked out his channel, it'll be down in the description below. He makes a lot of really awesome Pokemon VGC content, and so you should definitely check him out. But for today, we're going to be looking at this really cool team. Now, this team is a little bit difficult to use. This team isn't like an easy mode kind of team, in my opinion, but it definitely has a lot going for it. You've got a pretty bulky Ho-Oh here with the safety goggles, and so normally you would see something like a weakness policy on something like this, but it's actually safety goggles to prevent things like Spore, to prevent weather effects, anything like that. It's really useful. You're going to be switching this in and out quite a bit. Even though you have Recover, you're going to be trying to abuse Regenerator most of the time, just because this thing is bulky, and making use of its partner, Lapras. So before we jump any further, make sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and share the video with your friends. Then ring that bell after you've subscribed so you don't miss any of our future uploads. And our Discord link is down in the description below if you would like to join that. So Gmax Lapras obviously can set up the Aurora Veil, which really helps the Ho-Oh to be even bulkier, which is nice. And we also have Perish Song for the end game. It's been a very long time since I've played any kind of Perish Song strats in VGC, and I think this actually has some viability, especially with setting up your own terrain like that, or the screens rather. You can be really bulky, set up the Perish Song once your opponent is down to 2, and then stall from there with some protects and all that fun stuff. Next, we actually have a Tyranitar, and so this also is why we have the safety goggles on there, so we're not affected by our own sand. And this is actually a mixed Tyranitar, which is pretty cool. So max HP, 196 special attack, and then we have Rock Slide for the flinch chance, obviously, and then some special attacks, which is pretty interesting. You know, you normally bring in something like an Intimidator or something like that to deal with this, and yeah, this kind of goes nuts on Landorus, and that's what it's really intended to beat. Is, you know, Landorus comes in for Intimidate, and you roast it with an Ice Beam, and yeah, it's pretty fun. It's pretty awesome. Dracozolt is a really cool bring here, especially for things like Kyogre. So you're going to be able to be faster, click Bolt Beak, and go insane with that Sand Rush ability. So that's really awesome as well. We do have a negative speed nature on this to try to underspeed Kyogres, and that's the whole reason, so that you'll get your sand rather than it getting its rain, assuming you're both leading with it or something like that. So yeah, pretty standard set here. Bolt Beak, Dragon Claw, Earthquake, Protect. Then we have an Amoonguss, pretty standard Amoonguss. It does have Clear Smog. I normally don't run Clear Smog on mine. I normally run Pollen Puff instead, but Clear Smog also works, especially with things like the horses around right now, with the Chilling Neigh and everything like that. Clear Smog has a lot of use just in getting rid of those boosts that it can give to itself, so this is definitely really nice to have. And then a Landorus. Assault Vest Landorus, really cool, definitely a Dynamax candidate. There are several Dynamax candidates on this team. Lapras would obviously like to Dynamax with setting up the screens. Tyranitar can Dynamax with its weakness policy to go nuts. Dracozolt if you get in the right position, keeping in mind that Bolt Beak does less if you Dynamax. And then you've got Landorus, which can also Dynamax with Fly, give speed to Ho-Oh if you need it, or anything like that. So typically you're not going to actually be Dynamaxing Ho-Oh, but it is an option if you need it to, but typically you're not going to. So it's pretty cool though. It's a pretty cool set, pretty cool team. I really like it. So let's go ahead and jump into our first match. First match of today, and we've got a Dialga team. All right, Dialga Grimmsnarl actually seems kind of scary, to be honest. Just Dialga in general seems a little scary, but I think that we can deal with it. T-Tar can't really deal with it because we don't have Earthquake, but it makes Dracozolt seem pretty decent here. Obviously, we're going to take a lot of damage, though, from a Dragon move. Maybe Landorus is going to be our max option in this one. Landorus seems actually really nice in this game. So yeah, I really like I really like the Landorus bring. I think we leave Lapras behind on this one. So what do we want to do? Let's lead Landorus, actually. And with it, let's bring Amoonguss. And honestly, man, how useful is Ho-Oh here? I mean, I really don't think Ho-Oh is all that great. I mean, it's good for the Amoonguss, but besides that, it's really not amazing. So I'm actually going to leave the main strat behind on this one, which is very odd, especially for the first battle, to leave the main strat on the bench. But I think my other 4 deal with everything a lot better. And especially, you know, being able to use ground moves to boost our special defense, that's going to be really nice for helping with a Dialga, especially if it is something like weakness policy. It actually is the Grimmsnarl Dialga lead. So I'm expecting that. So there's a couple things. Dialga could set Trick Room, but that's unlikely. It's most likely a telepathy Dialga, and you probably have like Trick and it's probably Trick with Eject Button, which if you want to trick my Landorus, you go right ahead. So I'm not gonna max just yet. I think it's a little early. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and click Superpower into this and also Spore it. We're going to double into that slot. If Grimmsnarl wants to trick my Landorus, that would be perfectly fine, because then you're going to get a... it's actually the opposing Landorus. Okay, that's fine. Because, I mean, if you get an Assault Vest, you're kind of stuck, because then you can't trick again, then you can't, like, set screens if that's what you're trying to do. Okay, does set screens, which is fine. We're going to put the opposing Landorus to sleep here, and we'll switch our own Landorus out here. Ah, Safety Goggles Landorus. Interesting, interesting. Okay, good to know, good to know. I'm going to swap in my own T-Tar here. And we could put the Grimmsnarl to sleep. How useful is that? I'm not sure how useful that actually is. How much are we gaining out of this turn? We definitely need to switch this out. I'll go into T-Tar here. We have a lot of ground weaknesses, unfortunately. But I do want to save this. I need to get my attack and defense back, because otherwise we're going to be a little bit in trouble. And by a little, I mean a lot. So yeah, Grimmsnarl gets the Reflect up, which is fine. I get it. I'm with it. Landorus does go for the Fly, actually. We're Cobra Berry on our Amoonguss anyway. And we can also just Protect. So I'm just going to Protect here so that we don't have to burn our Berry. And since Grimmsnarl's asleep, I'm not really concerned about this turn. So yeah, I'm just going to straight click Ice Beam into Landorus and Protect here. We might see a Grimmsnarl switch here, but honestly, that's fine. May go back into Dialga. But I mean, if you do that, then you're kind of stuck, I think, a little bit. So, alright, so we get our Protect off. And I mean, if you want to fly into my Tyranitar, be my guest. You're not going to do anything. Alright, Grimmsnarl fast asleep. Perfect. And we're going to click Ice Beam. Now, if this thing is Assault Vest, it's going to take it decently. Alright, bye. Through screens. Gets destroyed. So, no more Safety Goggles, which is definitely good. Grimmsnarl's sitting here asleep. It has burned 1 turn of sleep, so that's something to be careful of. So what do you want to go into next? I think that Ice Beam catches people off guard a lot. It is Incineroar. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. I think I want to switch out into Landorus here. I mean, I don't think I want T-Tar taking anything crazy. Switch out into Lando here. And click Spore on Landorus as well. Or on Incineroar, rather. I don't want this thing being at -1. I would love to get this thing at -1 so that Amoonguss can take a hit better. I'm assuming you're going to click Flare Blitz on Amoonguss just because it protected last turn. That would make sense to me. Yep, but you're at -1, so Amoonguss is going to take it. So that's good. A decent amount of recoil. And go to sleep. Cool, cool, cool. This is why I love Amoonguss. It's just so nice. I think I switch Amoonguss out here now just to get some of my regenerator back. That is definitely a thing that I want. And honestly, I think I'm good to go ahead and max my Landorus here. We could also max T-Tar, but I don't think I need to. Yeah, I really don't think that I need to. So what we can do is we can actually Knuckle here into the Incineroar. Switch out. Oh, how much sand do we have, actually? 2 turns of sand. It's not as good, I guess. We'll go Dracozolt here, actually. I think this is fine. This gives us double ground move for if the Dialga wants to come in. So that's decent. We'll go ahead and max here. We can get a little bit faster if we need to, but I don't think we need to right now. Because Landorus is decently speedy. We're not max speed, though. So, I mean, if the Dialga is max speed or something like that, then we would need the speed boost for the Landorus to survive. But I think we're fine. I think we're totally fine here. That there, go ahead and get to +1 with our Dracozolt, which is amazing. Grimmsnarl might wake up here. Incin. So it did go for an attack. Grimmsnarl does wake up. Go for Spirit Break. That's fine. That's doing 0. Lower my special attack all you want. That's fine. If you had gone for the other slot, though, which was an Amoonguss in fairness, so, you know, it's fine. Okay, so now let's start raising special defense here. We're just going to Bolt Beak the Grimmsnarl. Battle was canceled. Wow. I mean, that battle essentially was over because I ground move into the Incin. It goes down. I Bolt Beak into the Grimmsnarl. It can't really do anything. It can't paralyze either of my Mons. It can't set new screens to restart everything. And then I've got double ground move with Earthquake and Max Quake going into the Dialga. Plus, we still had all 4 of our Mons. So, yeah, actually the strat of not bringing the main core actually worked out. So hopefully we'll bring it in the second game. Let's go ahead and jump into that. Next battle, here we go, and an opposing Ho-Oh team. Okay, Ho-Oh Clefairy seems kind of scary. Obviously, Metagross is kind of scary. All right, this team seems interesting. Dracozolt seems pretty decent here, actually. I like Dracozolt here. I like T-Tar here. Do we max T-Tar in this situation? I think T-Tar might be our max. Might be our max one. It could also be Lapras, but I don't think we get as much out of it. But Lapras is also seems really good here. So, all right, what do we want to do here? Let's lead. That seems not great. Let's lead T-Tar Ho-Oh. Dracozolt in the back. Lando. Yeah, I think that's what we do. T-Tar very well might be our max option here, because it seems like a really good check to most everything on the opposing squad. We do have to be a little careful with the Metagross, So that could be a problem. It's Ho-Oh Dragapult. Okay. Is this Surf Weakness Policy, maybe? I don't know. I've never seen this combination before. Yeah, I've never seen this before. I kind of want to just max Rockfall into the Ho-Oh, being honest. Seems like a good thing to do. And then do we also Brave Bird it? Or do we switch? I don't feel like I'm in like any crazy immediate danger. We could also go Landorus. I like that better. Go ahead and put the Ho-Oh at -1. If the Dragapult's physical, put it at -1, but I feel like this is something like Surf Weakness Policy or something weird like that. And if so, you'll go ahead and activate our Weakness Policy. But yeah, I'm not sure. We do go ahead and see the max here. I'm assuming that it is the Ho-Oh. Yep. Okay. So basically, it's a Colossal team, but they just put a Ho-Oh on it instead of Colossal, I guess. I'm assuming that's kind of what this team is. Because I've seen Metagross on some Colossal teams before, so... But that also seems to indicate they may not have brought Colossal, or may not have brought Metagross, rather. But at that point, what item is the Metagross? It is Surf Weakness Policy. I thought so. I thought so. So now it's +1 rather than +2. We are +2. What are you going for? Quake. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt a lot. We do take it though because Tyranitar's a beast. Can we just one-shot this thing? That -1 also really, really helped. I'm glad we switched into Landorus. Alright, Rockfall. Go nuts. This shouldn't live. Come on, right? No. Okay, I didn't think so. Yeah, Weakness Policy, 4 times super effective, stab. No. No, get that out of here. Perfect. So that's about as well as our first turn could have gone. I guess the only better way is... I mean, with T-Tar already in, we could have gone into Landorus in the T-Tar slot, but then we would have been stuck dealing with that thing for who knows how long. So now we're in a little bit of a better position, I think. So it seems to just be a support Dragapult, so I think I'm just going to leave it alone. And I think Rockfall and Rock Slide. It is Breaking Swipe. Okay, yeah. Lower my attack a little bit. Not the best, but, you know, we can deal with it. Energy Ball, actually, and we live on 8. Let's go, T-Tar. All right, Rock Slide. This should do a good chunk, even at -1. Does almost half. Okay. Rockfall should definitely do the rest. I would imagine. Nice. Okay, this is gone. 2 down. 2 to go. You wasted your max. I say wasted. I mean, it did a lot of damage with the max Quake, in fairness. Alright, so what is your last? It's actually Whimsy. Okay. Okay. Whimsy's interesting, for sure. I mean, T-Tar's done what it's here to do. Although, how much sand do we have left? 3 turns? That might be enough. Let's see here. So, as long as we're in sand, we can take out the... Oh, actually, I don't want to do that. Darkness into this. Oh, no. Breaking Swipe should go ahead and KO the T-Tar. That's fine. Like I said, we can bring in Dracozolt and immediately take out the Dragapult. The Whimsy is a little bit more problematic, but I mean, it's not doing a whole lot of damage. We actually Earthquaked, which is fine. I mean, we do a little bit of chip. Little bit chip. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, yeah, so we just go Dracozolt here. Go ahead and take out the Dragapult, and then we've got Ho-Oh in the back for Whimsy. So yeah, this is pretty much over, I would say. I'll go ahead and click Fly on this. I think that's fine. So yeah, even if you were to like Oko with Moonblast, which I don't think you're going to be doing. Yeah, D-Gleam shouldn't KO here. Yeah, it does a lot, but it doesn't KO. Crit my Landorus, but that's fine. Nice, so Max T-Tar going in. Going in. We take those. And then, I mean, I guess we just Bolt Beak. It doesn't really matter at this point. Since we're going first, we have the boosted damage. Okay, Fly should definitely be enough. Oh, okay, you got you a berry. All right, I see you. I see you. You're not Sash. D-Gleam again. Obviously misses Landorus. Takes out Dracozolt. That's fine. Dracozolt already did everything it needed to do. And then you take a Fly. Pop. Get out of here. Nice. All right, cool. Great game two. Great game two. I like it. Ho-Oh didn't get to do a whole lot, but it's fine. Hopefully in the last game, Ho-Oh will get to go absolutely nuts. Honestly, Ho-Oh isn't meant to be like the super powerhouse of the team. It's more of a sponge. It's meant to sit there and just be really, really annoying, and you just not be able to knock it out with Regenerator plus screens. So hopefully we'll be able to try that out in the last game. We'll see. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Last match of the day, we've got a Palkia team. Okay, Palkia plus Clefairy could be strong. Glastrier is a thing as well. So pretty hyper offense minus the Clefairy. Could be screens Regieleki as well. I definitely want to bring Landorus here. What is my check to Palkia? Honestly, like, what is my Palkia check? I'm wondering what I can even do. Because yeah, Palkia kind of destroys. To be honest, Palkia kind of goes nuts. I like a Mungus here a lot. I like a Mungus a lot, actually. I think I want to lead Lapras and Mungus. I think I need Ho-Oh for Kartana. And then Lando. Yeah, I think we leave Sand behind here. The only reason I would bring Sand is to get some early damage off on the Palkia. But I mean, if we both max, it's still a roll for each of us. Well, mine's no longer a roll. Yeah, Palkia just kind of destroys Dracozolt. It's a Lecky plus Palkia. Okay. So, I want to put that Palkia to sleep really bad, because that thing is scary. Do I go ahead and Resonance here? I don't... Do you set screens or do you go for an attack? That's the question. With a Lapras sitting right there in front of you, I don't have to attack this turn. I'm going to Protect. And Spore. We could also... I mean, Regieleki also could just self-attack to set up the weakness policy. It is the Electro Web. Okay. I mean, that's fine. Because we were already incredibly slow. So I'm not really worried about the speed drop. Although it does target correctly. MemeGC does take it. Don't you miss. Thank you. Okay. So the restricted is now very sleepy. Alright, now I want to max. Freeze Dry is actually does more damage. I'm gonna Freeze Dry and Rage Powder here. I mean, if you slow me down, that's fine with Electro Web. I just don't want to take like a T-Bolt. I don't want to take a full T-Bolt because that would be really bad. My opponent might also switch here. But I mean, then I might just get a free Spore on something else. I also have Regenerator that I can abuse. Alright, it is the Kartana. It is the T-Bolt. Okay. MemeGC lives on 3. We can get Regenerator back on that. Okay. Oh, boy. We froze the Kartana. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, so I'm going to switch out into Landorus here and switch a MemeGC out into Ho-Oh. We're going to do a double switch. Get our Regenerator core going. The electric move going into Lapras will obviously go into the ground type. If Kartana wakes up, it can go for pretty much anything. I don't think it really has much to hit a Ho-Oh, so I think this is fine. Plus this puts it at -1, which weakening a Kartana is always a good thing, because that thing is insane. Alright, so good start. Very good start. MemeGC clutching it up. Actually is the Electro Web and misses the Ho-Oh. That's an unfortunate miss. That's a very unfortunate miss. I can just EQ here, actually. Do I max this? Because I could Airstream. I think we max Ho-Oh. I think we max Ho-Oh here. We could also max Landorus for the same effect, but I like the Earthquake here. Being able to do extra damage. So I think that's fine. Ultimately, the Palkia is still asleep. It hasn't taken a turn of sleep yet. So it still has a guaranteed turn of sleep when it comes back in. That freeze is very unfortunate, though, for my opponent. I do have to admit that that is a very unfortunate freeze. Does switch out. Okay. Into Incineroar. Okay. That's fine. We Earthquaked. So even at -1, that's fine. And I can always save Landorus for later. Maxes the Aleki. Ooh, that might be a problem. That might be a bit of a problem. Huh. What else could we have done? We could have protected here. Or switched back out. Because if I had protected Ho-Oh here, probably live 1 through Protect. Landorus goes for EQ. Yeah, we might be in trouble. We might be in trouble here. Come on, Ho-Oh, live. Oh, easy. Easy mode. And I mean, we can't put anything else to sleep. Not gonna affect Ho-Oh, definitely affects the other 2. Oh, that's nice damage even at -1. We get the Airstream off into the Aleki. It's not gonna do much, but it is gonna give us a speed boost, which is always a good thing. I'm all about the speed boosts. I don't see why I don't do that again. Do I max guard here? I think so. I think I max guard here. That way I can't be hit with another electric move. Aleki might also max guard here. Okay, it's fake out, so basically the turn is null. Like, nothing really happens. Okay, so if we Earthquake here, we do a good chunk of damage to everything. I think that's a no-brainer. Do we switch out Ho-Oh mid-max into a MemeGC? That might actually be the play. I think it's the play. I think I got a little excited about the max. And I don't think I should have maxed Ho-Oh here. I think that was a mistake. I think we can recover from it, but I think that was a mistake. I mean, we'll survive another max lightning, but I'd rather not have to rely on that. And a MemeGC can't really do anything. Oh, it's max guard. Oh, okay. I mean, that's fine. Our MemeGC can't do anything really anymore, so I'm fine with hurting it. And we get it really low. I'm fine with hurting my own MemeGC here, just because I can't put anything to sleep because of electric terrain. Parting shot. Okay, not great. Not great. But, I mean, Aleki is still in range. And should shrink here, I would think. I believe you shrink here. So back out into Palkia, which again has not taken its guaranteed turn of sleep. Shrinky boy. Alright. This endgame can still get a little hairy. This endgame can still be a little rough. I'm gonna Rock Slide. And there's no reason to Rage Powder here. Is there a reason to Protect? Two turns of electric terrain. I don't feel like that's enough. I kind of want to take out my own MemeGC so I get a free switch into Lapras next turn. Yeah, I think I'm going to intentionally knock out my MemeGC. Or you can do it for me. That's fine. I just need a free switch. So that'll take this out. And all you have left is a sleeping Palkia and a frozen Kartana. So I think we go Lapras here. We could also go... I think we go Lapras. We have to hope that the Kartana doesn't thaw, which is a little not great. Also, we could go for Perish stuff. We could also go for Perish stuff. Ho-Oh has Protect, right? Yes, it does. Rock Slide. Perish Song. No, it has 3. He has 3. No, wait. He still has one in the back. What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh boy, I messed up. It's fine. I still have a 3rd one in the back. It might be all right. Definitely should have just freeze dried into the Palkia. But my opponent might switch out here. It's very possible. Palkia could also wake up here. So, I mean, we do get the flinch chance just from the Rock Slide. Freeze. Wakes up and flinches. Okay. So, we now have them on a timer, which is going to force them to want to switch around. Electric terrain goes down, which is good. If I switch out into Ho-Oh, I risk taking a water move. I go for Rock Slide again here, I think. Freeze Dry on Palkia. And then I'll have to start switching around a little bit. So very little damage, but it is for the flinch chance, which... Wow, that Kartana has stayed frozen so long. Landorus avoided it. That's extremely fortunate, too. Alright, Palkia gone. Okay, Kartana is locked on that Perish Timer in 2 turns. I've got to switch on this turn. I have to. I'm switching Lapras out into Kartana, or into, what's it called? Ho-Oh, in case the Kartana thaws. And then we'll get Landorus out. Yeah, it just works out better that way either way, so I'm fine with that. So Kartana's on a timer. Incineroar is not, but that's fine. I'm gonna Rock Slide again and switch into Ho-Oh. That'll save me from my own timer, but Kartana is not. There you go. Okay, yeah. So Kartana was on a 2-turn timer. It also got frozen so many times. That was a very unfortunate freeze. We got a 2-turn sleep on Palkia, which was really good, plus the flinch. Yeah, that was the opposite of what Dapper Luck normally is, but I'll take it. It's really nice for a change to have good luck. So, whoa. Thank you all so much for watching this episode of MemeGC Monday. Wednesday, we will have an awesome Wi-Fi battle for you. And Friday, we're continuing our Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke, so be looking forward to that. Hope you guys have a great week. Stay safe out there. Stay healthy. We'll see you later. Oh, wait. Team code. I forgot about the team code. There it is, right there for you. That way you can see James Beck's team. Now I can say bye. All right. Hope you have a great week. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.